time of year, and we just been kind of hanging around the house. But bear season's closing in on us pretty quick. Well, it's bear season year round, but they ought to be popping out here in a few months. So I've got to work up some loads for a couple rifles, and I got to pick up a rifle from a buddy. I'm going to try to work on a little bit for him. And shooting off the hood's kind of redneck, so I'm going to take redneck to a fancy level and try to build myself a nice little shooting bench. I dug some boards out that I had stashed over here. It ought to get me by.
That was good.
That was good.
At least I got it on video and you can't blame me later.
I'm gonna build some stuff.
Good job, buddy. Where'd my boys go?
Gemma.
We did, boo. Oh.
You found a meat sickle?
Gemma, gross. Oh, there's the boys.
Get these packed over there. I got some 2x12s that I might use for the top of the garage. But get some use out of these, even out of the old shed.
Don't do it again. Oh, good job.
Yeah.
You learned it. You learned it.
Ice is slippery.
Where'd the boys go? Do they all have?
It's gonna be one of those days. I can already tell.
So yes, please use power tools.
We're gonna run the power tool. Yay!
Listen up, I've rode this mountain 70 years I've been alive. Choked on rocks and rattlesnakes, a wonder I've survived. Don't think I haven't had a bronc like you, try me. Every time he thinks a monster is hiding around a tree. Well, the monster's on your back, son, better try to understand. The cowboy that you're fighting now was born to this here land. One day you'll learn your scars and all the fearlessness you lack. Don't worry about the things that you can't see. The monster's on your back. Now hear this. I've rode through howling hell and wind and snow and rain. I am oblivious to misery and pain. And that iron in your gizzard, it will never go away. So long as you got work to do today. And there's a monster on your back, son, get your guts up off the trail. We got a job to do, and I promise we won't fail. One day you'll learn your scars and all the fearlessness you lack. Don't worry about that ornery Charlie bull. The monster's on your back. You think that if you buck me off, that I won't get back on. You could stomp me into the ground and I'd be gone. You think that this old man ain't tough like he once used to be. Try me one more time and you will see. There's a monster on your back. son better start to understand. The cowboy that you're fighting now was born to this here land. One day you'll learn your scars and all the fearlessness you lack. Till then you're gonna have to trust in me. The monster's on your back. There's a monster on your back.
That looks square enough, don't it?
I think so.
Well, we'll go ahead and get this top put on here and be ready to get the rifles ready to go. Kind of brings us to the hunting topic. We've got a lot of messages, a lot of people getting a hold of us talking about moving here. You know, the main thing that people seem to be curious about is the hunting and fishing. And the hunting, you know, the only thing I can say is I don't think it's what people imagine. You know, it's not what you see on TV. You're not going out there. There's not a moose behind every tree. There's not a bear going to attack you every time you walk out in your yard. I don't know the numbers, but I think it's relatively low numbers of animal per square mile. You're going to be doing a lot more adventure type hunting here. The days of just getting up in the morning and running out for a quick hunt before church, or, you know, hey, I just got back from town, I'm going to run up and go get a quick hunt in for the evening. That just doesn't happen. It's everything I've seen. You're going to be a long day or two on pretty much everything you do. When I killed my moose this year, I was out walking and, you know, managed to get the thing shot in the middle of the day and get him back by evening, and it was probably about as easy as one could expect for the year. As far as any hunt goes, you know, he wasn't that far from the road. Had a buddy come out and help me. Thanks, Mike. It was just about as good as a guy could get, and it still was all day. It's the elk hunting, I think, down in Idaho is a lot easier. But then again, you know, we just moved up here. I don't know a whole lot. I've been up here a couple times on goat hunts, and all I've got to hunt so far was moose, but we have been doing a lot of scouting. We have been looking around a lot. Land access is another big deal that I don't think people understand. There's a lot of BLM, there's a lot of state, there's federal subsistence area. In this particular area, there's park and there's preserve, and all of these areas have different rules and stipulations. Then you add into that Otna, which is native land. They own, I don't know how much of this land around here they own, but it's a lot.
Don't they just own the stuff behind our house too?
Oh, their
Yeah.
property completely surrounds all of ours. Everything back here, I mean, all the way out to McCarthy, you're still running into Otna land.
Yeah.
Down in, I mean, they own a lot. I think it might be more than some of the big timber companies, you know, in the Northwest. And, you know, some people here, they complain because you got to buy an Otna permit in order to access their property. Myself, it was that way when we moved here, and it seems like a good deal to me. You know, you can get different levels of permits. There's, you know, camping, there's day use permits, there's fishing permits. I buy the predator hunting permit, which is, it includes ATV riding, access across the property for hunting, predator hunting, which includes bear, lynx, wolf, you know, etc. Camping. It's pretty inclusive. The only thing that doesn't allow you to do is gather, you know, berries or firewood or anything like that, because it's their land, it's their resource. And it doesn't allow you to hunt ungulates. You're not going to hunt caribou, you're not going to hunt sheep, and you're not going to hunt moose. It's their land, that's their prerogative. I mean, that's my opinion. There's a lot of varying opinions on that. But hey, I moved here when the plan was in place. Works for me. I don't want to change a thing. I'm going to get this thing screwed down and go see if I can't spend money wasting ammo. Well, give the bench a shot. Well, I guess that'll work. I guess the bench works all right. We'll play with the rifles and get them ready for season.